mentoring training. We would like to welcome all 131 referral partners to this training today. You know how many regions we have in attendance? We have 15 BNI regions from all over Malaysia and 49 chapters. The chapter with the highest attendance is Great chapter with 9 participants attending. Okay, great. Those of you from Great, give yourselves a great big applause. And the chapter coming second with 8 participants attending are from Malacca. Malacca, you guys are really accelerating forward. And they are from Extreme chapter. So all of you from Extreme chapter, wave on camera. Well done, well done, well done. So I'm so proud of you guys. For those of you who are Go Club members, please type GC in the chat box so we can recognize you. We always appreciate when Go Club members attend the trainings because you guys really get what BNI system is all about. Also, if you are regional team, please raise your hand virtually and type your role in the chat box as well. Thank you. So let's see. Yes. Welcome, Hadi. Welcome, Jichu. You're supposed to type something in there as well. And welcome everyone who is here. So let me introduce myself. I am also known as Dr. Faye. I'm from KL, but I also grew up in Penang. So those of you from Penang, I hope Penang's really the way I remembered it. Yes. I have 3 adult sons, 2 are dentists. My first clinic I opened in 1988. That was before I joined BNI. And thanks to BNI, I now have 3 clinics with 9 dentists and specialists. I have served in BNI for in every post except secretary treasurer. I do not like to handle money. And I've been a trainer for the last, how many years now? It's coming to 7, since 2018. I'm now the National Trainer Council chairperson. So yeah, so quickly, I love scuba diving, and something that people think I'm crazy about. I nearly stopped being a dentist to teach scuba full time. So my key to success, never stop growing. Let me introduce my co-facilitator today, Shukri. Shukri was born in Terengganu but grew up in Penang as well. Shukri. And his cat's name is Siti Nohaliza. Does she meow like the diva? He's an optometrist and started his practice in 2016 in Puncak Alam. And he's personally specializes in primary eye care. So he obviously has done a lot because he's published multiple research papers. He's now vice president of the Association of Optometrists. All right. So he's been a BNI referral partner since 2020. That's Vision 2020, huh? And has served in many LT positions as well. Regionally, he is BNI KVS Training Council chair and a double Go Club member. His burning desire is to gain recognition by the Malaysian government as a primary eye care provider. Key to success, jalan terus.
Yeah.
So I'm going to pass it to you now, Shukri. Enjoy being facilitator.
Thank you so much, Dr. Faye, and thank you for the kind introductions. So welcome again to Passport Mentoring Training. Let's begin our session with some simple reminders. The first one is that please keep your video on for the entire training because your attendance is based on your video on. Secondly, please make sure you are in your business attire. Please put up your BNI name tag and lapel pin. And please do not drive during this training for safety reasons. And find the quiet place and be seated throughout the entire training. Please also turn off your cell phone to avoid distractions and make sure that you have your notes, take notes, and if you want to, you can screenshot your slides, which are of particular interest to you. And if you have any questions, please put it down in the chat box and Dr. Fei and I will answer the questions towards the end of this training. This training will go as shown in the slides with a 5-minute break. We will cover the first one, what is mentoring and its benefits. Secondly, why the passport to success. Thirdly, what is a personal mentor and what is a member mentor. Fifthly, MSP 2.0 and passport mentoring. Then we go for FAQ, most asked questions, as well as closing, and then we end up with our group photo and feedback. Now that you understand the flow of the training, let us explore what is mentoring and its benefits. We all have some form of mentoring in the past. It may be from a valued teacher or a friend or even a colleague. True mentoring always has the characteristic of relationships between two people based on trust, respect, and communications. All three are necessary as the mentee gets the knowledge passed on to you, and the mentor gets a sense of satisfaction from helping another. So, what is actually a mentor? Let's look at the word mentor itself. mentor. M stands for motivate. You move or provide someone with a reason to do things. E is empowers, make someone more strong or confident. And is you helps someone develops. And T is to impart your knowledge and remains open-minded, in which that you're willing to consider ideas and opinions of your mentee that might be different. And it is always a role model, a person whose good action or behavior can be copied. So, what are the attributes of a good mentor? So, the first one is that you need to display a positive attitude. We ourselves, if become a good mentor, we need to be always a positive person. Secondly, a mentor, their MTL, member traffic light, is high and preferably are green members. Thirdly, mentor value building relationships through one-to-ones, and mentor love to contribute to the chapter and help others. And of course, being a mentor is for an extended period of time, not only during the passport mentoring, it might be for lifetime. So that mentor must be willing to spend the time with their mentee. And naturally, of course, mentor must have good BNI attendance because you need to show the role models to your mentee. So these are the qualities that we want you to bring out and cultivate, both in yourself and the personal mentor and member mentors that you select when you are the chapter mentor coordinator. So, do you know there are 4 types of teachers? All right, the first one is the mediocre teacher. The first one, mediocre teacher, tells what this means is the teacher only gives you information. I am sure we all have the teachers like this in our life. They talk, they keep telling you, and you also listening all the time. You are processing, but you might not understand the information given by your teacher. So these are the first type. Second one is the good teacher. Good teacher explains to you. If you don't understand, you can ask and they will try to explain as best as they're possible. these are a little bit better. They answer questions and make sure that you understand. Of course, the third one demonstrates. They show to you. These are even better. The teacher give examples and probably make the lessons easier to understand, and the task given is easy to duplicate. They show how this be done. So, what are the fourth teacher? The fourth type of teacher inspires. What is inspire? To inspire can be likened to you take in a breath of air. You take in air, you inspire. So when you take a deep breath of air, what happens? You feel uplifted, filled with new energy, even motivated and excited. A great teacher does just that. The students find new ability in the knowledge and is motivated to take actions. So, can you guys type in a chat room what kind of teacher that you want to become? Type in the chat room what kind of a teacher that you want to become. All right, great teacher, great teacher. Wow, everyone is typing great teacher. I love this feedback so much. All right, thank you so much. I hope everyone can inspire the mentee after this training. So, let's discuss why Passport to Success Mentoring was developed by BNI. It was actually to help new referral partners to learn how to use BNI platforms towards their success, to make sure they assimilate with the BNI platform. So, a survey was done by BNI on what are the two main reasons why referral partners do not renew. So there are two main reasons. And it was found that new RP has false expectations of the time and effort needed to get referrals of quality, and they felt lost or disconnected in their chapter and didn't feel they matter. So what are the solutions? The solution is Passport Mentoring, which is by helping new referral partner achieve higher quality referrals fast and enabling more meaningful relationships with chapter referral partners. Okay, I will explain why retention is important for the 5M. More members make more money. Can you guys type in 5M in the chat room? 5M in the chat room. Yeah, more member make more money. So, renewing referral partner already have built relationship in the chapter. They already have a relationship in the chapter, and they have higher level of trust towards the RP and understand their business better. This allow for them to pass more referrals, but we must not renew everyone automatically. Yeah, no automatic renewal. Yeah. So we need to make sure that we renew only the right people, the one that suit us, our chapter. And so the process of retention is super important. And this will be explained at the later part of this training. So a good chapter use 80-20 rules, which simply means 20 of all your efforts will give you 80% of your results. And in business, a goal of 80-20 rules is to identify inputs that are potentially the most productive and make them the priority. So we spend 80% of our time on developing referrals and business relationships and 20% on recruitment. A not so good chapter spends only 20% of their time on developing referrals and 80% of their time on recruiting. So this does not mean that if these two factors get priority, we can ignore the other 80% of what is BNI. So what is other 80% in BNI? This includes your attendance, your training, your recognitions effort by your referral partners, and of course, your thank you for close business. So we want to build a mentoring team of highly trained, motivated referral partners whose sole purpose is to ensure the success of our new RPs. So let's us now look at the two types of mentor that we have in BNI. The first one is personal mentor. So as a CMC, chapter mentor coordinator, will assign a very senior or a senior referral partner to the new RP. We have discussed just now the qualities of a good mentor in our earlier slides. This senior RP is introduced to the new RP immediately after the induction. So after inductions, this personal mentor will be introduced to the new RP, and this mentor now becomes the one. Yeah, these are with reference to the metric movie, The One. So the personal mentor is the persons the new RP is paired up with. So to learn about how to use the BNI membership effectively. Why do you think the sponsor is not encouraged to be the new RP mentor? Yeah, so sponsor, we do not encourage to become a mentor for the RP. This is because we want to start the ball rolling for the new RP to meet and interact with other referral partners of the chapters. On the very first day of their memberships, they will make a new friends in their personal mentor who is there solely to help them to succeed in the spirit of givers gains. We also have 8 to 16 other senior members who are also a trained member mentors. They are RP with certain characteristics which we will describe later in this training. The member mentors will educate on a certain sections of BNI processes and procedures, but of course will mainly focus on engaging with the new RPs, usually through one-to-ones. This means that new RP gets immediate access to senior RPs who are ready to create meaningful relationship with them. It's like they have the permission to call or to set up appointments with this senior RP, the member mentors. Okay, now let us look at the new referral partners journey in BNI. Okay, so these are the flows. It's all started with a great hosting by the VH team, which resulted in the inductions to BNI. So immediately after the chapter meetings is the new RP orientations. So the new RP orientations is conducted by CMC. Yeah? So RP orientation is conducted by CMC together with the mentor, the personal mentor who was been assigned to the new RP. If you are a CMC, please have the induction pack ready for the new RP. Yeah, the induction pack, including the handbook. If for in-person chapters, these new RP orientations may include, you may invite your president as well. Ideally, the orientation is held immediately after the chapter meeting. Okay, for those of you online chapters, the new RP orientations though, ideally is conducted in a breakout room after the meeting. It may be conducted as well as a later date at a venue set up if you want to meet face-to-face with this new RP. But it must be as soon as possible. So do not wait. If possible, I would recommend immediately after the meeting or during the week of the meeting. So these are the members' handbook. The members' handbook is in the induction pack that the new RP will receive. The passport to success is part of this handbook. for in-person chapters and hybrid chapters, when the inductions of a new RP is conducted during the face-to-face or in-person meeting, ideally, this induction pack is formally handed to the new RP during the meeting. The new referral partner orientations will be held immediately after the chapter meeting ends, and the CMC, the personal mentor, and usually together with the presidents, they will complete the checklist shown in the next slides immediately after the meeting with the new RP. So after this, I'll show you a checklist. However, if you are an online chapter, you may want to set up another time as soon as possible to give the induction pack to the new RP and to go through the content of the induction pack, especially go through the members handbook, which contain the passport to success as part of this physical book. And for those of you online chapters, a fillable passport to success in PDF has been developed to start the orientation to key BNI processes. Yeah, passport to success PDF. This passport has all the key information, but has to be supported with one-to-one planner PDF version. So this means that chapter mentor coordinators with personal mentor can meet the new RP in a breakout room for online chapters after the chapter meeting to go through this fillable passport and one-to-one planner. So these two documents, make sure that you have in your phone on the go that you can pass to your new RP. So next, if you open up your member handbook to the page 13 and 15, there's a new RP orientation checklist. As the CMC or president goes through the induction pack with the new RP, he or she will need to check off all the boxes on the right. So there's a box there. So go through one by one, and the new RP must check, must make sure that they understand on that. So what is all about? This includes the attendance policy, the contents of the induction pack, member policy brochure, which can be found at page 6 of handbook, code of ethics at the back cover of your member handbook, one-to-one concept at page 41 of your handbook, referrals, and one-to-one follow-up and TYFCD in page 31 to page 35, and MSP. I want you to know that MSP has been replaced with BNI Accelerator Training. So for those of you, please make sure that you check with your regional team when is the next member accelerator training will happen. And among the list is also the complete member biography at the page 50 and 51, business building activities, which includes they need to update the member's profile and other matters importance to the chapter. So this means that the new RP will understand how to use the member handbook and where to find the key information they need even before they meet the member mentor. So there are 2 copies need to be signed. The new RP acknowledge that they were briefed by signing both copies. Then page 13 is meant to be torn out and kept filed by the presidents. To avoid damaging the member handbook, we suggest that you use your phone to scan the page and forward the scan to the presidents, who will keep the digital file in your chapter folder, which is then saved on the cloud. So the CMC will be checking in weekly to help complete the passport to success. During this weekly check-in, tell them that they will get the weekly MSP 2.0 emails, which will guide them to learnings on Business Builder. So during this MSP 2.0, all the new RP will receive automatic email. Yeah? So please make sure that they check their emails. And then CMC need to provide the names of the member mentor to the new RP, their contact number, and the roles or topic that they will give information on. For example, week 2, they meet with the past or current vice president and a member mentor who will talk about one-to-one. So in week 2, the new RP need to meet up with 2 member mentor, okay? And track their progress using the mentor program Excel tracking sheet. Okay, there's Excel tracking sheets. The link is in MSP 2.0 chapter handbook, which you need to get from your DC, as you can see on the screen now. Yeah. So once you get the link, download the Excel document and you can fill up the document. You can pass to your personal mentor as well. So the goal is to complete this MSP 2.0 email programs in 8 weeks, okay, in 8 weeks, so around 2 months. Explain that you will be checking weekly to help complete the MSP 2.0 and Passport to Success, and you will be available if the new RP have any challenges. So make yourself available if they have any questions. Okay, now let us look at the other best practices. So other best practices are, the first one, you need to make sure that the new RP download and help to start to build their profile in BNI Connect, BNIC. Okay. Secondly, you need to make sure that they have the BNIC apps and show to the new RP that their profile in BNIC apps will be displayed in their profile tab, and explain to them that this will help other RPs worldwide. So every BNI RP throughout the world will know about them because their profile will show up in BNIC. And this other RP from all over the countries will be able to locate and read their bio sheet and gain exchange. And this will certainly help to connect and get them referrals. And thirdly, download and set up the BNI Business Builder apps. So this one is something that need to inculcate in your chapter, because I noticed that some of the chapter don't ask their RP to download the BNI Business Builder. So please get your RP, even your new RP, to be familiar with BNI Business Builder apps. Remind your new RP that the MSP 2.0 emails will guide them to lesson, podcasts, and other resource materials. This is in line with our core value of BNI, which is about lifelong learning. So for this training, we will use the fillable passport versions and make reference to the relevant pages of the members handbook. We will now go through the Passport to Success using the fillable passports. Okay, this is fillable PDF of the Passport to Success. It was developed to help new RP to understand how to use their BNI memberships. Do you remember when you first inducted into your chapter? There was so much to catch up on. So there's so many informations that you need to download. There's so many things that you don't understand. So this, you need to know that you needed to develop a 30-second advertorial pitching. You knew you needed to meet and get to know other RP, but where to start? So the MSP 2.0 and the Passport to Success was developed to help new RP to get all the information they need whilst meeting more RP in welcoming, nurturing environments. So page 1 is the welcome page. Help them fill up the details. Okay, so help them to fill up the details. And then page 3 tells the new RPs what they need to do in a checklist. Using this checklist will help them get the most out of their BNI memberships. Page 3 in the fillable Passport to Success PDF correspond to page 18 of the member handbook. Okay, you can check that the fillable passport to success PDF page 3 is corresponds to the page 18 of your member handbook. And again, I would like to remind everyone there's no more MSP training. The MSP training has been replaced by Member Accelerator, MA training. So encourage them to complete this 90-minute Member Accelerator training within their first 30 days. So immediately during the month of inductions, I would suggest that you ask them to immediately register when it's available. Okay, as you can see on your slide right now, okay, there's a BNI Connect biosheet and gains exchange. So you as a CMC needs to make sure that they have this ready. And then the checklist includes the weekly 30-second presentations and then feature presentations. You also need to explain about visitor and referrals. Okay, so there's also in this checklist about BNI University, but now BNI University is called BNI Business Builder, and also explain about chapter CEU, chapter education unit, and explain about giving testimonial, and arrange for a substitute to join a meeting to familiar themselves with the meeting format. Okay, note they are told at the bottom of the BNI checklist to meet with the mentor coordinator at the bottom there, yeah, to meet with mentor coordinator for a list of names that the people they are to meet and do one-to-one. These are the 8 member mentors who has specific topic that will be discussed. And remember, using this checklist will help them get the most out of their BNI membership. So this checklist is super important. Make sure that your new RP understands that they need to go through one by one all the checklists. So now let's go for the page 4. The page 4 is our core values. Okay, our core value, there are 7 core values, I believe. So maybe I hope everyone already have it in your mind now, the 7 core values. So, and then the page 5 is the BNI Code of Ethics. Help them fill the names of the member, the mentor coordinator, CMC, vice presidents, and director consultant, and their contact numbers. So, to make sure that they have the numbers of these important people. And then page 6 is the BNI Essential website and apps. Go through the list and give them the regional website address. So every region have their own website, yeah? So please check it out. What is actually the regional websites? And then page 7 is a description on how to have an effective one-to-one, right? Briefly go through about this, tell them the name of the member mentor that we explain one-to-one in details, which is actually in the week 2 of the MSP 2.0 email programs. And next, page 12 is the page that describing the techniques to get referrals. Tell them the name and contact number of the member mentor who is actually a membership committee member, NCM, who will go deeper into referral giving with them in week 6. And here is also where you give them the name and context of the ambassadors or director consultant name and contact number. They are required to do their final one-to-one with your chapter ambassador. Okay. So these are the member mentor sign-off sheets. These sheets are identical to member mentor sign-off sheets in the member handbook, page 23 to 25. So member mentors and what they do will be discussed in this second part of this training. So this will be done by Dr. Fay later. And for the fillable passport, perhaps guide the new RP to fill in the member mentor names, and most importantly, their contact number. It is to make it them easy for the new RP to connect with the member mentors. Due to the implementations of our MSP 2.0, this topic assigned to member mentors are slightly changed. Okay, this will be explained shortly how they are reassigned and what to do later in this training, because the list on the pages is actually already reassigned and been placed differently. So share with them the one-to-one planner fillable PDF. Okay, share with them the fillable, help them start to fill this up. Perhaps explain what is part of gain sheets so that they can start the process of filling it up. If you are CMC, tell them that their personal mentor will guide them to complete this in a different session. If personal mentor is present, he or she can fix the date immediately for their first session at this point. The new RP can begin filling up the information on one-to-one planner even before they meet with their mentor during the 3 recommended one-to-one sessions. Okay, the next step is in a new referral partner journey in passport mentoring is the 3 one-to-one session with their personal mentor. So there will be 3 sessions for one-to-one with the personal mentor. So these 3 recommendations that personal mentor has with their mentee is the session 1, you need to complete the welcome page and explain the use of the passport to success. Fixed date for the new RP BNI Accelerator training. I would recommend you ask them on the spot to open up the BNI website, BNIC Connect website, and immediately register for the accelerator training, the next available date. And then for these first sessions, you need to get to know each other. The personal mentor need to get to know each other and complete the bio sheets. Help them build their profile in BNIC. Okay, put up a profile picture. Put up all the details in the BNIC. And then during these first sessions, confirm the date for the next one-to-one. So the second one-to-one personal mentor sessions is about the importance of BNI core values and code of ethics. Explain why building goodwill and trust and sticking with their classification is important. Do gains exchange with each other. And then you need to fix the date for the next one-to-one, the third personal mentor one-to-one sessions, which is the third one is to review your BNI checklist, which is in your handbook page 18, member handbook page 18. Help mentee to fill up names of member mentor worksheet, which is available in between page 23 to 25, and help mentee to schedule one-to-one with the member mentors, and make sure that the bio sheets and gain sheets are ready to go so that they can exchange with their member mentor. So the goal as a personal mentor is simple. Inspire your mentee to do more. Yeah, you need to inspire. These are great teacher qualities. And you need to go green in just 2 months. And I noticed just now during the open networking, one of your mentee able to go green within 1 month. That is fantastic. Well done. But the target is to go green in just 2 months. And remember, the improvement actions to move up the member traffic light, the MTL, are you need to make sure that your mentee attend your chapter meeting. Attend is super crucial. Secondly, is to attend training because they need more information and trainers will be able to answer more questions for them. Thirdly, ask them to bring visitors and then encourage them to do more one-to-ones with your chapter referral partners, and then remind them to give referrals as well as key in the TYFCB in the BNIC. Okay, so inspired green members will be more likely to renew when it is time, as they are getting value. And this is also a win for the chapter, as more referrals, more money will be passed. So remember, a mentee will have only one personal mentor throughout their BNI life. You are the one, if you are the chosen one. So you need to demonstrate, lead by examples, walk the talk, connect them to others. And remember that you need to inspire big visions, contact sphere, as well as giving relationships referrals. Show the new RP about the possibilities in BNI and share with them the success stories. So with that, I would like to pass the sessions to Dr. Faye.
Thank you so much, Shukri. That was really well done. So now, this is a very important thing for you guys to get, okay? There has been some confusion, as CMCs will say, the different emails are being given and the automated emails are not coming out. So now I need you all to really tune in and get this. We no longer are going to match. If you are a CMC, you no longer match and assign a mentor with the mentee in BNIC. Don't do this anymore. No longer. Can? Do you understand what I'm saying? If you do, please type understand. So if you're a CMC, prior to this for years, what we do is we go into BNIC. I actually used to teach it in this passport mentoring training, and I will teach that CMCs have to assign the mentor with their new RP. Now don't do it anymore. Stop. Because this is what has been creating the confusion. Got it? Good. CMCs, you happy? Great. Don't do this anymore. So don't do this anymore. But you're highly recommended to keep a record as CMC of the senior RPs you assign to your new RP. Okay? Remember to keep doing that. So you will have it. Remember, you have the Excel sheet that was shown earlier. Make sure you have that if you're a CMC, because you need that for your chapter mentoring records. Okay, wow. Thank you, Shukri. You have done a great job. Don't you think he's done a great job? If you do, put great job, Shukri, in the chat box. I think he went through it wonderfully. He is training to do this passport mentoring, and I'm very impressed by him. Thank you, Shukri. That was awesome. Awesome work. All right, so we're going to take a 5-minute break. It's now 10:44. Let's all be back in our seats, ready to go at 10:50. Ken? 10:50, all right? So go do your bio break, make yourself a cup of coffee. If you're sleepy, wake yourself up, walk around, do some calisthenics, that exercise, and we'll see you back at 10:50.
All
Bye.
right.
See you later. Noisy. Oh. Okay, I went to make a quick cup of coffee. I'm sure a lot of you are fueled with coffee as well. Quick cup of coffee. Three minutes more. Well done, Shukri. That was very good.
Thank you so much, Dr. Fay. It
Very
was a
smooth.
great experience. Is due to your preparations that you provided. Thank you so much.
Thank you. We, BNI have an awesome training team. So it's really great, good training. Especially for passport mentoring, don't you agree, guys? Passport mentoring is so important because after we get the referral partners into the chapter, what's next? We can't just throw them at like the deep
Bus.
end of the pool and expect them just to swim, right?
Yeah.
So that's where passport mentoring comes into play. We have them help them really know what to do with their BNI membership.
You know what, Dr. Fay? Because there's so many different kinds of people, how they are thinking, and without this mentoring, some of them will be lost. You know,
Yes. I
they
think
are
most will be
afraid. They are
lost.
afraid to ask around. You know,
Yeah,
whenever
they're
they
afraid
don't
to ask.
understand. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, we've got a minute to go. I hope everybody gets back to their seats because what we're going to do next is very interesting. So get into your seats, guys. Excellent, Amy. Amy came in just on time. Great. William, where are you? June, where are you? Sonny, I can see you guys, okay? I set it up so that I can see the class. All right, are we ready? Jackie, you ready? Jackie Chen. Can't see me. Dilbert, ready to go?
Yes.
Yes, ready. If you're ready, put ready. Solomon's ready. Henry is ready. Aiden is ready. Let's see who else is ready. Ethan is ready. William, Jennifer, David, Rosny. I've known Rosny for so many years. Robin, yeah, Shirley, Vivian, Keith. Everybody ready? So it is now 10:50, and remember, we always say we must start on time and end on time. So we've created it so that we have a bit more time than usual for you to ask questions at the end. Why do we leave it till the end? Because, there might be a question somebody in the room asked, which you never thought of, but it was actually a question you wanted to ask, right? And since we have people from all over Malaysia, this is the best time to ask your question. There are no stupid questions. There are only unanswered questions. Okay? So, are we ready? We are ready. Everybody's put ready. What are we going to do now? We're going to tell you who are member mentors, and building the member mentor team. Okay, we've discussed what is the Passport Mentoring Program, who are personal mentors, what are their goals, how chapter mentor coordinators, do what they do, who they are, how they choose the personal mentors. Now we're going to discuss member mentors, and who wants to know what a member mentor is supposed to teach? Who wants to know? Put in the chat box, me. Then we will go through it. I will go through it. Me. Moi, yes, we have a moi there. We have a Frenchman. All right, so first, let's talk about who is a good member mentor. A good member mentor, similar to a good personal mentor. They have to have a positive attitude, ranks high in the power of one report, the MTL, values building relationships through one-to-one, loves to contribute to the chapter and to help others, willing to be a mentor for an extended period of time, and of course, good BNI attendance. And they must attend mentor training, this training. So if your chapter is large, you want to have more than 8 senior RPs. You can add another 8 senior RPs to act as alternates for each member mentor topic. Why? Give me a reason why. Anybody, just no brainer. If my chapter has 8, why if the chapter is large, say 50 size, 60 size, why do I have another 8? Anybody who'd like to answer? Just tell me. Anyone? Why add? Hadi Ong.
Yeah, Dr. Faith. Yeah, so
Yeah,
at least
see,
you can
I'm watching
accommodate.
you.
Yeah, sure.
Why add another 8?
Yes, yes,
You
yes,
already have
doctor. Are
8.
you calling me?
Hadi Ong.
Yeah, myself.
Why another 8, Hadi?
So at least you have the more people to handle new RPs because the chapter size is bigger. So at least everyone that can share the load and have more fluent passport mentoring program.
Yeah. So we've got other answers. Keep the mentoring program fluent, a buddy system, finish in 8 weeks, work as a team. You are all right. But also remember, the main idea of mentoring, passport mentoring, is so that your new RPs start to build relationships, right? So now they don't have only 8 people, they have 16 people who they are told these people are waiting for you to call them. They are there to help you. They are trained to help you. Now they have 16. How would you feel if you're a new member? Very happy, right? These are senior members. Wow, they're all senior. I see they walk like they're so, like they know exactly what they're doing. And they're waiting for me to talk to them. So this is why you can expand it from 8 to 16. So remember, that's the whole idea. Have RPs have a good member experience, and they know who to meet and do their one-to-ones after they've complete. They don't have to wait till they finish all 3 with the personal mentor, but they know who they're going to meet up with. Okay, so the objective of the member mentor team is to engage and educate. Engage. New members meet the seasoned RP partners, they get a sense of belonging, and they start building solid relationships. Because with the member mentors, they are seasoned RPs. They already know that it's all about building solid relationships. So they will take the new RP under their wing and start the ball rolling. They will also educate. And guess what? When you need to teach, you need to learn, correct? Do you agree? If you're going to teach, you better know what to teach. So both mentor and mentee learn more. And what happens then, there's an increased ability to pass referrals, and trust begins to grow. So engaging in mentoring involves building strong, meaningful relationships between the mentor and mentee. It focuses on establishing trust, rapport, and open communication. When mentees engage with their mentors, they create a safe and supportive environment where the mentees feel comfortable sharing their experiences, their challenges, their aspirations. This means the engagement in mentoring involves active listening, empathizing, and demonstrating a genuine interest in the mentee's development. The goal of engagement is to foster a strong mentor-mentee connection and motivate the mentee. It will create a positive mentoring experience. All right? So remember, when we say educate, it refers to imparting knowledge, not teach, but imparting knowledge and insights and guidance so that the mentee's learning and personal growth is fast. Okay? So it involves sharing your expertise, your experience, and telling stories about the lessons that you've learned so that the mentees gain a new perspective and expand their skills and develop professionally. Got it? Good. So focus of education in mentoring is to help mentees acquire the new knowledge and develop the they are competent and they are able to be able to use the BNI system well. Okay, so let's look at this. What are the touch points? So when the new referral partner begins to meet the new member mentors, when does this happen? It happens immediately after they receive the MSP 2.0 email, the first email, first week. They will start to do one-to-ones with the member mentors. They no longer have to wait until they finish all 3 sessions with their personal mentor. We remember 3 sessions, no need to wait. Though the personal mentor will guide them to do their bio sheet and the gains exchange and fill up the member mentor's name in the member handbook, they don't have to complete this first. They will start meeting with the member mentors immediately because after their name goes into the system, the email will come out. Okay, so the first meeting is with the president or an ex-president. So if you are a CMC or you become a member mentor, you have to get that the whole goal is to inspire the RP to go green in 90 days. Okay? How? How is by each 60-minute session with the new RP, you do education for 15 minutes. But you engage with the new RP for 45 minutes. So it's all about building the relationship. Okay? It's mainly doing the one-to-one with the new member. But you do also have to do some education. So we're going to support you to know exactly what to teach. Okay? So let's look at each of the different topics next. But before that, there's a quote. And the quote emphasizes the distinction between mere leaders and true leaders. While leaders may simply guide and direct others, true leaders, they go beyond that and inspire those around them to become leaders themselves. How many of you were inspired by your mentor when you were a mentee? If you were inspired, you were inspired, put me, put my mentor inspired me, put there. Because true leaders possess qualities and behaviors that inspire and motivate others to develop their own leadership potential. They lead by example, demonstrating integrity, vision, strong values that others want to follow, right? They create the environment that fosters growth and it encourages the mentee to go further, to empower, and then they also become great leaders. Okay? So this quote is important here because I'm going to be speaking to member mentors or future member mentors because you are the ones that are going to inspire the new RP to be successful and learn the BNI system, which we all know, right? If you do it, for sure, business is going to flow in. All right? So it's up to you. Okay, so let's see. First things first, this page in the member handbook is no longer applicable. Why? Because remember we said that the topics have changed. Okay, so I want you to know that we no longer use this book, this page in the member handbook. And good news, both the fillable passport and the member handbook is being revised so that it is more congruent with MSP 2.0. All right, that I can tell you. Good news. So let's look at the MSP 2.0 journey, the automated email program, and how it links with the passport mentoring program. So the first part, MSP 2.0 email program is an 8-week automated email program. Each week, the referral partner will receive one email detailing weekly lessons and activities hosted on Business Builder. So day one, you have to help them register for Business Builder. Got it? Do you understand why now? Because all the automated emails will point them towards Business Builder. So let's look at each week in detail. So week one, they will be pointed to do a 50-minute presentation. No, there's a 50-minute presentation that teaches them like a little bit about this, a little bit about that, a little bit about this, like an overview. Week two, they will learn how to do intentional one-to-ones. Week three, they will learn about weekly presentations. Week four, they learn about feature presentations. Week five, so that they have people come to their feature presentation, they learn how to invite with purpose. Awesome or what? Okay. And then they learn how to give referrals and they learn how to give testimonials. And then week 7, they learn more about learning, continuous learning. They learn about all the other things that they can learn. And week 8 is a thank you. Well done, you completed. And then they are asked to do a one-to-one with their sponsor. That is what each week is. All right? But let's go into it with detail. So you're going to be given this. Don't worry. This will be sent to you in a follow-up email. All right? So this is the MSP 2.0 learning journey. If you don't want to wait for the email, screenshot this. So I suggest you screenshot as I explain it. The new RP's journey starts, oops, what did I do? Sorry. The new RP's journey starts with the new member induction, and the first email will be automatically sent to them. Notice in the new member induction column, it states exactly what is done by the CMC during the new member orientation. You see that? The first one, when we look at the first column, okay? It is at this time that the CMC can send the downloadable MSP workbook to the new RP. That will also be in the email that follows up after this training. Look out for your email. And also you are to help them set up Business Builder and BNI, both the web version and the app version. Tell them there are 2 versions. There's the web version and the app version. Why do you think we want them to know there's 2 versions? I'll answer. The web version, because it's only in the web version can they register for trainings, correct? Correct?
Yes.
So they need the web version. But the app version is handy because they can key in immediately any referrals, any thank you notes, they can key in immediately. So they need to know both versions. In the web version, it's easier for them to build their profile. The app version you can, but it's a bit difficult. Okay, so you need to show them do both. Okay, the red box on the top row are the main categories of information that the new RP receives for each week. The second row details the actual contents of the emails. The third row gives you an idea of how long the new RP will spend reviewing the learnings in each email. So if you're a CMC, you need to know this because you need to encourage them, right? To go to the email and do the learnings. So this is important information for you. Notice, I have to show you because people don't notice. In week 2, the new RP will be guided to meet 2 member mentors in week 2, who I will call member mentor 2 and 3. And in week 4, they meet member mentor 5, which will teach them feature presentation. This wasn't in the original passport mentoring. This is a totally new member mentor. So if you're a CMC, you got to train a new member mentor to do the feature presentation. Okay, I give you a tip. Tell this person to go for AMSP 1.0 and 2.0. They'll be very good as a member mentor. Okay, so let's look at the other one. Oh, the gray one at the bottom, can you see the gray? That is what the member, what your RP is going to be asked to do. The action item. Okay? So if you have these 2 slides, I'll go back to the first slide so you can screenshot. First slide. Everybody screenshot. Done. Second slide. Everybody screenshot. With these 2 slides, just these 2 screenshots, you will have a very good idea of MSP 2.0 passport mentoring. Okay? So again, the red boxes are the main categories of information the new RP receives. The second row details the actual contents of the emails. The third row gives you an idea of how long the new RP will spend viewing the learnings in each email. And finally, the fourth row details the action items the new RP will be guided to take for each week. Got it? Understand? Good slide? Got it in the chat box. Then I know you've got it. I want to see the chat box light up. Yes, only one person, only you. Okay, good, good, good. So notice in week 7, they're guided to prepare and present a testimonial. Wow. You know, this could be a testimonial about the experience or their learnings from BNI so far. It can be a testimonial about BNI in general or their guidance from their personal or member mentors. Okay, week 7, notice? Week 8, they're guided to do a one-to-one with their sponsor and register into one of the key skills workshop. What are the key skills workshop? AMSP 1.0 lah. And there are 2 new ones which are not released yet, inviting and sponsorship and goals and goal setting. Those are 2 not yet released. Okay, so now we're going to look at briefly at the emails themselves. So you might want to take screenshots if you want to know. And the action item checklist. So I'm going to do the email and then the checklist. So you might, for each slide, sometimes you want to take twice. The screenshot twice, okay? So first time. Okay, this one, yeah. So the first weekly email is about the 50-minute presentation. They will learn how to log into Business Builder, do BNI Connect, just like I told you. And this is the weekly action, okay? And then they will be told they need to complete this. Okay, they will learn how to prepare powerful weekly presentation, how to be specific in their ask and the structure of a 30-second, how to do impactful one-to-one meetings, introduce the bio sheet and gains exchange, how to prepare and conduct a one-to-one, how to grow their referral network, what are their contact spheres, how inviting will help them grow their network, how to become a great connector by giving referrals, the 5 levels of referrals, how to listen for and set up better quality referrals, including how to edify. This is new again. How to edify the RP that referred them. This totally makes sense, right? Think about it. Somebody somebody gives you a referral. So John gives me a referral, and the referral is to Wendy. Wendy, I'm looking at you in the screens of Wendy. So John gives me a referral to Wendy. I'm going to contact Wendy. When I contact Wendy, Wendy doesn't know me, but Wendy knows John. So when the new RP learns how to edify John, and then they use that when they contact Wendy, guess what? Wendy will say, oh yeah, you know John. Oh, that's how you know John. My credibility goes up, right?
Yes.
Agree or not?
Agree.
Agree or not? My credibility grows up. So this is what's being taught to your new RPs in the very first week. Awesome or what? Right? Now, if you want to learn this, you can go to BNIC and you register for MSP 2.0 and you do it lah. Why not? It's awesome. It's an awesome training. So they will learn how to edify the RP who referred them. They will also learn how to maximize their visibility, their referrals through visibility, why visibility is important, and how to choose ideal substitutes and prepare them. And then they will start to learn about their first feature presentation. Okay? And they will be guided to get the MSP 2.0 workbook. Each lesson is very short but very instructive, and I highly recommend all of you who are in the room, you to sign up for this as well in Business Builder. Ken, if you, yes, put there, I will sign up in the chat box. Okay, so next slide. So email, I don't see anybody put I will sign up in the chat box. Sign up, yes, good. Okay, so email 2, what will they learn? They will learn intentional one-to-ones, okay? And from that, they will have to fill up all this as well. Now, the thing to know is they will get the email for the week 2, but they cannot access the learnings in week 2 until they have completed the learnings for week 1. So it's sort of locked, okay? Do you get what I'm saying? They will get the email. In week 3, they will get the email, but until they finish week 1, they cannot go into week 2. Until they finish week 2, they cannot go week 3. The email will come. Do you get this? So if you're a CMC, you've got to explain it to them. If you're a member mentor, you've got to explain it to them. That they need to do, they can't just go and take, I want to learn this, I want to learn this, no, they have to do all. It's for their own benefit. Good? Good? Great. So this week, they will be guided to download the Gains Exchange sheet, a 7-minute guide to perfect one-to-ones. They will listen to a 12-minute podcast on intentional one-to-ones, and they'll be asked to complete their member profile, Gains Exchange or BNI Connect, and then meet with 2 member mentors, number 2 and number 3. Okay? Right? And then they will tick off the action sheet, which includes reminding them to see these 2 member mentors. Week 3 and 4. Okay, so week 3, they will watch a 5-minute PowerPoint presentation video, which shows them how to use and download the 7-minute guide, and they will have all these action items. For week 4, this week is about how to prepare their feature presentation, and they will watch a 7-minute PowerPoint presentation video on the 6 weeks presentation that leads up to their feature presentation. For those of you who have done AMSP 2.0 feature presentation, you know what I'm talking about. Because in AMSP 2.0 feature presentation, we teach you how to prepare 6 weeks in advance to your feature presentation. So this will also be given to the new RPs in a short 7-minute PowerPoint presentation. And then they will be told to do all this. Okay, you can screenshot this as well. Okay, good. I'm going to the next slide. Week 5, this is when they listen to a 14-minute podcast Inviting Visitors the Connector Effect Way by Dr. Ivan Meisner, with Robert Stroh, who talks about the power of BNI in giving and receiving referrals and how it relates to visitors. The second podcast, Interview Instead of Invite, is another podcast by Dr. Ivan Meisner for 12 minutes. And there's a supplemental download for a script for inviting good quality business professionals. And they also download the 7-minute guide for growing your referral network. Good or not? Very good, right? So you can do it if you register and you do this as well. So this week, they're guided to invite a visitor through BNI mobile app, and then they meet member mentor number 6, who is the visitor host team. All right. So that's the action item. Week 6, what happens is they will be guided to Dr. Ivan's blog, and they read how the BNI testimonial was born. This is a really wonderful, very interesting blog. You should listen to this. And they learn the power of testimonials in bringing referrals. They're guided to listen to a 9-minute podcast on responsibility and referrals by Dr. Ivan. And their mentoring meeting this week is with member mentor 7, a member of the membership committee, to learn the difference between leads and referrals, examples of thank you for close business, and the power of a testimonial. So their action item for this week is this. Okay, thank you, Nick. TK gave you the previous slide. All right, all good? Good. So I love it when everybody helps everybody. It's give us game, huh? All about BNI, right? So let's look at week 7. Week 7 is all about lifelong learning. This week, they will get access to a PowerPoint video tour on the technology that supports BNI members, the BNI Connect and BNI Business Builder. It's kind of long, but it's interesting. And what is the difference between BNI Connect and Business Builder, and how to use the two platforms in a step-by-step video? It's very detailed, but very helpful. All right. I'm going to do the action list. This is the action list that they get. Okay. Week 8, this is the final email where they will be encouraged to write a BNI testimonial to recognize the member mentors that have been guiding them, and to invite their sponsor to do a one-to-one. And they will watch a congratulatory video for completing MSP 2.0, and they'll be encouraged to continue their lifelong learning through the 4 skills workshop there. Okay. And then there's a 2-question, just 2-question survey to complete, and a list of the member mentor meeting topics. All right. So that's what they get to do. Okay, screenshot, done? Done? Okay, I'll move on. So let's look at this. You're very interested in what the member mentor has to say, right? So we have prepared this slide, the member mentor education content. So if you're a CMC or you're a member mentor, you will be sure, you will really be clear on what is the information you are supposed to give for them, for the new RP. It's very clear here, okay? And I'm sure you're beginning to see why your member mentors need to be trained. And they need to have the qualities and attributes that we've discussed so far, because they are key in having our new RPs understand how to use the BNI system, right? So once they know how to use the BNI systems, the new RPs will get the referrals they want and begin to make great business relationships in your chapter. So you notice that each member mentor has to share a personal testimony on how BNI has benefited them. Every week, the personal mentor will say how they benefited from BNI. Okay? This is besides doing the one-to-one with the new referral partner. Got it? So this is up to member mentor 5. The next slide is member mentor 6 and 7. So if you see here, by week 7, all the member mentors have met with the new RPs, and week 8 is where they have their one-to-one with the sponsor. And they will be guided in that final congratulatory email that they need to continue with their lifelong learning by doing any of the key skills workshop, because they go deeper. All right? Okay, I'm going to move on to this. If you're a member mentor, after each session, remember, you sign in the member mentor handbook to say that they have done the one-to-one with you and they've got the education from you. This means the new RP must always bring the handbook with them when they attend each session. Now, if you're doing it online, you can, because it's a fillable passport, you can type in the date in the fillable passport, your name and the date that you had the meeting with them. Okay, so remember, the main goal is to engage with the new RP and help them key in the one-to-ones in BNIC mobile app to familiarize them on how to use the app. Okay, like that. Got it? That's why we put this, when you get the PDFs on each topic, you'll be given in the email PDFs of every member mentor's topic, what to say. We've already created it for you, okay? And there's these logos. The first logo says, remember to sign. Second logo is, remember to do one-to-ones. Third is, remember to key in. Okay, because I know we are all old already, right? Okay, yeah, you're not as old as me, lah, but this is to make sure that you remember to do these 3 things. So it also helps them to go green. Got it? Okay, so these are the member mentor topics, which according to the member handbook. And like I told you, both the fillable passport and the member handbook is being audited and going to be reprinted, but it'll take some time because it's a 70-page handbook, okay? Member handbook. The fillable passport will come out faster, I promise you. But just take a screenshot of this, because then you can help them know where the different topics sit. Okay? So these are the pages, like I said, for them to be able to note down either the name and the date, so you can fill out the name for them and they fill out the date once they've done the one-to-one with the member mentor. All right? Now, obviously, week 4 feature presentation is not there lah, because it's not here, right? So remember to put somewhere. There's one more, which is feature presentation with member mentor 5. Okay, it's not in this. Just keep that in mind. So they can sign anywhere. The main intention is to get a signature of the member mentor 5. Clear? Clear? If clear, put clear in the chat box. Okay. And all right, so now is what you guys want to get. And this is where I'm going to spend some time. What do you as a member mentor teach, inform, clarify to your new RP? So the first week, if you're a CMC, choose somebody who's either the president or is a past president, because the topic is going to be about the meeting agenda and about core values. Okay, so when this is done, remember get the member mentor to sign in the member handbook, and that they can use MSP workbook page 2 and 5 as resource. So what are the topics? This will be given to you. This will be given to you together with, at the bottom, there will be exactly what to explain. So you explain why, you explain to the new referral partner there are two types. Actually, now there are 3 types of chapter. There's the in-person chapter, fully in-person. There's online, fully online, and there's hybrid. There's hybrid, they do one in person and the rest are online. So you explain it to them. Or else they'll be thinking, my chapter, all chapters are the same. They might not understand. So you have to tell them. And then you review the chapter and the agenda. So that in member handbook page 10, that it'll be there. Okay. So if the chapter is not an online chapter, it'll be good if you start the process. If you're not meant to be only online, start the process to be a hybrid. Okay, that'll be great. So remember when if you are the member mentor doing this, you need to discuss the 30-second presentation. Why? Makes sense, right? Week 1, the first week that they are going to be concerned about when they talk in the chapter meeting. So you need to help them with the 30-second section. Explain the 4 Ps: prepare, practice, present with passion. That is on member handbook page 10. Everything is there. So if you don't have a member handbook, it's lost somewhere, go get one from your VP. Buy one from your VP, okay? So you know what I'm talking about. So you also use the referral activator sheet to record your chapter RP's ideal referral for that week. You can show them where to find that, okay? And then you briefly discuss the weekly presentation planning in the MSP workbook page 2 and 5, okay? And then you tell them, don't worry. You're president, right? You're member mentor 1, right? Don't worry. Week 2, we'll go into it with even more detail with member mentor 2. But at least start the ball rolling. Good? Don't forget to discuss core values. Refer to page 19. And then remember to share a testimonial about how BNI benefited you. Okay? So let's look at this. Week 2. Week 2, if you're a CMC, you choose somebody who's either the current VP or a past VP. Why? Because the topics are on PALMs, on POR, on MTL, on attendance policies, on substitution guidelines. Okay? The resource is MSP workbook page 13 and 14. Okay, so I'm quickly going to go through this. PALMs. So you are going to explain the meaning of PALMs and explain the PALMs report is generated from the BNI activities for each week. And you know what? I realized that people, this part of the PALMs, RGI, RGO, RIRO, and all this, people don't realize that it's actually here. You see? So if you didn't realize this, you just learned something. How many of you just learned something? Say me. I just learned something. Whoa, I didn't know this. I've been a member for 5 years and I didn't know that the PALMs, RGI, RGO was there. So why? So you teach them that, okay? And then you teach them why we have the power of one report. Why is it important? Okay? So you in the document that you will receive in the email, we will tell you everything. So it's a refresher for you as well. So you explain MTL guides the RPs on their participation, and you explain that the data from the MTL is based on the activity from the PALMs reports, and then you explain how the points are added up and the color assigned to them is based on the calculations from here, from the power of one report here. Okay, so the members with the red and gray will be encouraged to work towards green, because it has been shown that green members get 16 times more business. So then, if you are a member mentor too, you use your chapter's MTL lah. Don't show them this one. You use your own chapter's MTL, and explain that it is a ranking for the entire chapter membership based on the PALMs. Okay. And then you explain that the main role of a member mentor is to help them go green, to get to green as soon as possible, because this means that they are using the system exactly the way it's designed, and they're getting the most out of their BNI membership. All right. So you explain to them. So this is the POR. Again, use your chapter's POR, even yours. You explain what status quo is. That if you do nothing but attend meetings for an entire month, this member here will end up with an MTL score of 5, which is red from an MTL score of 55. Now, don't worry. All this will be explained in the email that you will be getting. You open up the guide for Member Mentor 2, and everything is written there. All that I'm saying to you will be written there. Okay? So you explain what status quo is. You explain that if they are status quo, that means 0 effort, right? They will get 15 points for attendance, a full score, okay? If they trainings, it's still status quo, they will get 10 points. You explain how this is done, how this is calculated. Then you explain +1, how a small effort need to go up 1 level in the MTL score. So for this person, if they want to go 1 level, if they are amber, they want to go to green, what to do? Okay? What they need to do. You explain this. Okay? And then if they want to get 100 whoops, if they want to go 100%, you show them. Show them on your own. So that's why it's nice if you are a member mentor and you're green, right? It's nice. You have a nice POR to show. Okay? So explain that each activity has a maximum score. Clear?
Okay.
So now show them how to key in the activities in BNI Connect. And then you explain to them, in particular, 2 policies. General policy number 5, that's on attendance, and explain why attendance is important to their success. Then it makes sense that you explain how to get a substitute. So how to choose good substitutes, and how it is great idea if they invite their substitute to come as a guest or a visitor to the chapter meeting. All right? Then share a testimonial. Good? Okay, so remember that in BNI Malaysia, the guidelines is to not recommend that an existing RP from another chapter is invited as to your chapter meeting as substitutes. This is in line with the bigger picture of introducing BNI to new RP's contacts. So you encourage them to bring contacts from their own lives, okay? And have their RPs, the RP contacts experience the meeting. Okay, so you need to tell them that. Bring people from your life as visitors. Okay, clear? Clear, yeah? So we go to Member Mentor 3. Member Mentor 3, yeah, which will educate on how to do effective one-to-one and how to observe the one-to-one etiquette. And then they will also share the power of the gains exchange. So this one makes sense. Will be someone with high MTL score as well and does quality one-to-ones. Okay? So what do? They will explain why trust is important. So you flip to Member Handbook page 2, and it's all there. And then you explain how scheduling quality and one-to-ones is important. So the resource is Member Handbook 42 and 43, and MSP Workbook page 6 and 9. So I'm waiting for someone to put in the chat box, can I have MSP workbook? You will get it. It's going to be sent to you in the email. So you just have to wait for the email, okay? It will be sent to you. So then this person has a lot to do. They have to discuss the member biography sheet, have the RP turn to page 50, then turn to page 55 to look at the gains, then turn to page 58 and 59, and then go to MSP workbook page 11 and 15 to do the context sphere, to understand what is context sphere, okay? And then the sheet that I love, top 10 customer worksheet. So then you go to member handbook page 63 and help them fill that up. Yeah. All of you will get the MSP workbook. It will be sent to you. Watch out for the email. Okay. Then this member mentor 3 has a lot of work. You have to help them complete the context sphere, do the sheets, and then explain the actions and the follow-up. And then tell them, if you want to learn more, go to advanced one-to-one hosting one-to-one. Then you share the testimony. Got it? So we have this here to remind you to do what you need to do. Okay. So now we look at week 3. So week 3, remember in week 2, member mentor 2 and 3. So week 3 is member mentor 4. So this will be somebody who either is a secretary treasurer or was a secretary treasurer, because they're going to do the bio sheet and explain how this person, how the new RP gets on the speaker rotation, talks about the chapter fees, and talks about the renewals. Okay, so this is the resource. I put here as resource. At the end, remember, you have to sign in the page 23. So what are the topics? So the topics is the bio sheet in BNI Connect. And you show your bio sheet. If you are a member mentor 4, you show your bio sheet as an example for their feature presentation example. Member mentor 4. Yeah, and then you explain the speaker rotation that they need to do member accelerator training before they can qualify for the roster. And then you encourage them to go on the member accelerator training within their first 30 days. They can do it in English, they can do it in Bahasa, they can do it in Mandarin, they can do it all 3 times. They can do it in all 3 languages. Go 3 times. How many of you have not done the member accelerator? Put up your hand. Go for it. Go for it. How many of you done member accelerator? Put there, MA, and chat, put it in the chat box. Jichu is the trainer. Jichu, wave your hand. So you see the trainer is here also learning, right? So if you've done MA, put MA. Jichu is for Metro, right? Jichu? You're for Metro, right?
Yeah, no.
Yeah, okay. So, get them to do the MA, all right? And if you've not, go ahead, go. It's only 90 minutes. Okay, so what else do you teach? You explain. You explain the chapter fees, where to go, where does the money go, what is it for? It's all on handbook 9. And then you review the 4-3-2-1 process. Now, if you're in ST, you will know what I'm talking about. Okay, but you can also go to member handbook page 73 and they will explain member handbook 73. Okay, then you discuss the weekly presentation sheet. Okay, so very quickly, let me explain the 4-3-2-1. It's in the facilitator guide, so don't worry, but I will tell you here. 4-3-2-1. 4 months from due date, the renewal process begins to enable them to have time to take any necessary action to raise the MTL score. 3 months before due date, The MCM will review the BNI's the RP's BNI activity to see if there are any areas which they need to improve. And then the MCM will help them and maybe shine some light on them to understand what they need to do at that time. Then 2 months before due date, MCM will start the formal review before approval is given and even before the RP formally requests for renewal. Then within 1 month before the actual payment date, the payment is then expected already from them. So this will be told to them by the member mentor, okay? And then, of course, we encourage them to do training, and this member mentor does the testimonial. So week 4, so this is where you need to listen up because this was not in the passport mentoring before. This is new, okay? So this will be somebody who does great, effective feature presentations, right? So what do? They will explain the feature presentation is an opportunity to showcase their business. And they will explain how to use the feature presentation section in MSP workbook page 16 and 17. Oh, I want the MSP workbook. Dr. Faye, give me the MSP workbook. Yes, you will get it. I promise. Check your email. All right. And then this person will offer to review their speaking points at a later date. I will show the speaking points in the next slide. And then this member mentor will offer to review the speaking points before the new RP's feature presentation, and then encourage them to invite clients and prospects to their feature presentation. And yeah, and all the others, and then introduce other trainings, and then again share a testimonial. So this is speaking points. For those of you who have forgotten about this, you can screenshot this. This is feature presentation speaking points, which will be taught by this member mentor. Okay, got it? So what does week 5? What happens in week 5? So week 5, member mentor 6 is somebody who has been on the visitor host team or is the lead visitor host. Why? Because this person will talk all about Go Club, the benefit, what is the difference between a visitor and a guest, why visitors add value, and then role play, do the grip technique with the new RP. Okay, and then last, ask them, why don't you shadow us? Watch how we do, we host host visitors. So this also will be given to you. You explain how to qualify. You need to sponsor 6 or more into your own region. And then what are the benefits? And, that it's recognition, okay? And there are special chapter buntings. There's an exclusive Go Club Zoom background. There's special Go Club label pins. You're recognized at all national conferences. You're even recognized at every training, including this one. And you will be invited to speak at bi-monthly BNI stories. And, in the webinar, that your visibility is huge. All right. So you explain that even at national conference, you have your own meeting. You're invited to a separate meeting. You have a dedicated WhatsApp group and you have corporate visits. So being a BNI Go Club member is massive. If you're a Go Club member, put GC in the chat box now. Be proud to be a Go Club member. All right. Great. So you also have to explain the difference between a visitor and a guest, right? And you also explain the value of bringing visitors and guests, okay? that we invite so that you have bringing visitors increase your visibility and credibility. Then you help them make a visitor list. So you teach them how to fill up their list, what follow your money is, how to look through their contact spheres, how to look through their phone contacts, and then do the grip. And then you also remind their personal mentor, because you're the member mentor, right? To follow up with them to make their invitations. Okay? So this is when you will do a role play with them using the grip technique. Okay? You know how to do this, right? Yo, you didn't get the earlier slide? Okay, I
No
will
plus.
slide. This one. This one. Got it? Everybody got it? Got this? Okay. This one. Okay, now I'm going to move back to this. Grip. Grip is important. You need to know, you need to be, but you don't worry, all these slides will be given to you in PDF form. It will be in your email. And then you role play inviting scenarios. All right? Then finally, you invite them to come. If you are in person, they can be a door host or a greeter. Okay? And, or you can invite them to observe a visitor orientation. Okay, week 6. Week 6, this will be somebody who is ex-MCM or the VP. All right. Why? Because you're going to talk about leads and referrals. You're going to talk about thank you for complete business, filling it in, and they will need to understand the power of a testimonial. So, for those of you who attended the MA, you will have a whole new understanding of how to cause a referral, how to generate a referral. For those of you who attended MA, right? Because you get the 9-step. Was it 9-step, Jichu? 9-step process, 7-step process, the 7-step process. But if you are a member mentor, you will still explain what is the difference between a lead and a referral. You will explain that a lead involves 2 persons, okay? But when it's a referral, it will now involve 3 persons, okay? Then you will explain the difference between a good, what is internal and external, and how to give good referrals. So this is in Member Handbook, page 31, and you will learn a really great way from any of the MAs, the Member Accelerator trainings. Go for it. I highly recommend you to go for it because you will have a whole new view on how to give referrals. Okay. This is a 3-way system. You also will explain why it's important to follow up on referrals immediately and explain how to ask for a referral. So you need to know the 7-step process, right? So if you're not done MA yet, sign up for MA. Do it fast. Okay, go for MA. And then you will also show how to track your referrals. All this is in Member Handbook, page 32. Okay? And then encourage them to go for training. And also you will show them how whatever they put in the BNIC web version will show up in BNIC profile in the app version. Thank you, Shukri. In the app version. And then you show them how to fill up BNIC app. Okay? So there is a training for this. It's called BNI Connect for members. Okay? So you can encourage them to do this training. Okay, week 7. Don't fall asleep, guys. We're almost done. Remember, we only have 8. So week 7, this is the member mentor 8. So this person will probably be somebody who is a network education coordinator or a past network education coordinator, because this person is all about trainings. All right. So, okay, wake up. If you're asleep, wake up. This, you need to know this because this has changed. This is a new mind map, because I want you to notice that and in this section, there's here, Power Team Workshop. It now is only Power Team Workshop. There no longer is Power Team 1.0 or 2.0. There's only Power Team Workshop. That's it. Okay, it's a brand new workshop. The moment it's how to do this workshop is you have to do it as a chapter. So your chapter has to have 80% of your chapter members have to request it from your regional, the regional office to hold this workshop in your chapter. So you do it as a chapter. So this is very important for you to understand. All right. So you get your president or the VP to request it from the regional head to do it as a chapter. And you have to have 80% of your chapter together, because you will learn as a chapter how to create powerful power teams and how to grow your chapter using power teams and how to collaborate using power teams. So this is also, it's new, and I highly recommend you to do it, because if you were like confused about power team, get your chapter do it together. But you need to have 80% of your chapter, then only you can request for the training to be done at your chapter. Okay, so this member mentor will explain how to register, where that there are different types of trainings, that there are national level trainings, which is this, that there are leadership trainings, which are this, and then there are regional trainings, which are this. So this is national, this is regional. Okay? So I wanted you to understand that this is the latest change. Got it? Okay, so MSP 2.0 is actually 2 trainings, which is the MA and the first year member essential. First year member essential is a webinar, which they can get into. Okay, it's all in the facilitator guide, which you can get, which you will receive. Okay, so you will need to explain to them how to access Business Builder, that it's also available as a mobile app. This everybody knows, right? And this might be new to you, that you can go to bniwelcome.com and you can go to bniconnect.com, this you know. You can also go to bnipodcast.com, where this is dedicated for podcasts. So this also okay, screenshot this if you want, but you'll get it in your email. These are all the books that are available. So if you are a CMC, you might want to have some for your chapter to borrow. We used to have a chapter resource library. So if your chapter wants to, you can grow a chapter resource library, buy these books as a chapter and lend it out. Why not? Totally up to you. And then these are other channels, bni.com SuccessNet and bnipowerof1.com. All right. And then show them the education goals, which is in 28. That's it. So let's look at frequently asked questions and important notes. First one. What do you think? Do you think member mentors need training? Yes? No? Yes. Did you learn a lot in this training? You get what I'm saying? So imagine if your member mentor didn't go for training, they won't know what to talk about. So they need member training. They need to come to this training, or you get your director consultant to do the training. How often should a mentee meet a mentor? At least once a week. How long should each session last? Remember I said 60 minutes? 15 minutes on education, the bulk of it on building relationships. Next. How many mentees should a personal mentor have? One mentee to one personal mentor, but like I said, if possible, it's a green personal mentor, right? So you might need to put more than one. The maximum is 2 active mentees, meaning 2 people that have not graduated yet. That's the maximum. Okay? But better if it's one personal mentor to one mentee. Then the personal mentor really spends time with the mentee. Why should the sponsor not be the personal mentor? Because we want them to get more friends. So can you imagine if you are a shy RP and you put the sponsor as the personal mentor, they never get to know anybody. Okay, so try not to put the personal mentor as the sponsor as the personal mentor. Next question. MSP 2.0 is automatically sent to new referral partners. Can you have access? Yes. You just have to go to Business Builder and you can sign up for it. Or if you're a CMC, you can assign it. But only if you're a CMC, because you have assigning powers. You're able to. Is completion of MSP required for speaker rotation? Everybody put in the chat. No. You don't need to finish all the emails for speaker presentation. Put no. What do you need to finish for speaker rotation? MA, Member Accelerator. Clear? Yeah. What's needed? MA, Member Accelerator Training. If a referral partner has not completed the content for week 1, can they access content of week 2 when they receive the automated email? No, they can't. You try lah. You go register for MSP 2.0 and you try and jump, see whether can. I'm telling you cannot. Okay? So they need the completion of the modules are sequenced and they cannot skip to another week directly without completing the current week. Is MSP 2.0 tracked? Yes. The CMC tracks manually when you check in with them every week. The DC can see because they are able to have different viewing powers. But CMC, if you're a CMC, make your own Excel sheet and track. Okay? Excellent. We have come to the end. Finish. 11:59, 12, exactly 12 o'clock. Finish. So now I'm going to tell you about upcoming trainings. We have MSP 2.0 weekly presentation in Mandarin. That is on the 5th. We have the national conference. Are you excited? I'm excited. The Members' Day is on the Saturday. See you there. We have advanced MSP 2.0, generate referrals. And then we have BNI Connect. Remember I told you about BNIC Connect, that training? So that happens every Wednesday, actually. And then we have Launch Directors Training Day 1. This is the last online one, I think, on the 24th and the 25th. And we have BNI Connect in Mandarin. Okay? So, what did you like most about this training? please share it in the chat box whilst we do the evaluation and we have Q&A. So we'll open for Q&A for about a few minutes, and then I will stop because I need you to do the evaluation now. Can you please do the evaluation while we do Q&A? Then at 12 or 12:10, I will unshare so that we can do the screenshot for the class photo. So questions, unmute and ask questions. Who has questions?
Okay, I have one question from Aaron Tan.
Yes, Aaron.
Victory chapter, just now in the chat room. He asked for the sign off of mentor-mentee worksheets. Do we need to do it ourselves?
The member mentor does it. The member mentor does the sign off in the book, in the chapter, in the member handbook, the physical book, or well, everybody will get a physical book, right? It's best in the physical book because they keep it forever and they remember when they met up with the member mentor. It's like a memory thing. But or you can put the date in the fillable passport.
Okay.
Okay.
Nick Chow request for your slides week
for
5,
5
6.
and 6. Yeah, I know. Terrible lah you, Nick. Why you didn't take the photo? Okay, I'll do that. I'll give some time. Let them finish the feedback first. Because feedback form is important. We need feedback form. Okay, quickly I'll do this.
Okay. June Lim is asking, is completion of MA necessary to consider passport completed?
The answer is no. If you say, is it necessary? My answer would be no. Passport, they shouldn't, it shouldn't be like you must, you're going to hold them back from completing the passport without doing MA, because MA is needed. MA, I would say, I personally feel, don't quote me on this, please. I personally feel MA is very, very important.
Yes.
And they will get MA as everything they need to know in 90 minutes. And passport builds on MA.
Agree.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Okay, next one. Cheryl from Givers. The weekly email campaign, will the personal mentor receive a copy of the email, the same as the mentee?
No. No, because you no longer pair them. Remember, it's important. Don't pair anymore. Because everybody is getting this confusing email, which is an old email. Don't.
Yeah.
Personal mentor will not. So if you're a personal mentor, why don't you sign up for MSP 2.0, in BB and do it together with them? Why not?
Yeah.
Why
Agree.
dynamically? I think you're supposed to try again, and then you're supposed to share something there. Yeah.
I have a question.
Kelvin, wait for the photo. Okay.
I have a question, Dr. Fay.
Yes, I'm gonna stop share and then we take photo. Go ahead.
Yeah. You mentioned just now when our new RP wants to do the feature presentation, the only requirement is for the RP to finish MA, right?
Yes.
We tried with one particular new RP. The new RP finds it difficult to prepare the feature presentation because they have no idea. I think what I would recommend, the RP attends a feature presentation workshop first.
Of course. And also the MA can just go in and, the RP number 5, member mentor 5. Why not? Nothing's stopping you from helping them already.
Yeah.
But is that not a requirement for the person to attend the feature presentation?
No, you got to get this, okay? They have to attend MA to get in onto the rotation.
Yes.
I'm sure they're not going to get their slot immediately, right? There will be time.
Yeah, about 6 weeks.
Yeah.
But sometimes there's no
My-
feature presentation training during that period. That's the trouble.
My take is, Dr. Fay and Jalaluddin, is that each chapter have their own
Specialist.
culture and policy that perhaps member mentor, CMC as well as the VP can arrange for that particular RP, the new RP, to perhaps before do the feature presentations, perhaps the personal mentor can show how to
Can
do
help
it
them.
or go for the feature presentations. It depends on the each chapter. How do you want to guide the RP?
The main thing is the member mentor five, if I'm not mistaken,
Yes.
will know how to guide. Is somebody who knows how to do feature presentation very well. Agree? So there's nothing stopping member mentor 5 from doing the content earlier. There's nothing stopping because this is special circumstances. You get what I'm saying? But generally, they have enough time to get to week 5 to finish up week
Yeah.
week 5.
Thank
Any
you.
other questions?
Gilbert is raising the hand.
Yes. Yes. No, it's the same. They don't have to do. The ambassador knows what to do the content. Sponsor no need. It's just a normal one-to-one. They have graduated, right? Remember, week 8 they've graduated, and they now are encouraged to do a one-to-one with their sponsor. It is required, actually. It's compulsory. It's in the member handbook, and even the fillable passport. There is a one-to-one place for the ambassador to sign. Yeah, it's been rectified it's being audited and redone as we speak now. So it will be put below the eight places to sign. Below it will be ambassador signature. It currently is on a different page.
Sorry, hi Dr. Fay. Can we take a group photo first?
Yes, we take a group photo. Sorry. That's why I shared, Hannah. Let's take a group
Okay.
photo. How many?
Okay, so it's 5 pages.
Okay.
Okay, so get ready, everyone. 1, 2, 3. Okay. All right, the next one. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Okay, and the third one. 1, 2, 3. Okay, and the fourth. 1, 2, 3. Okay, and the last one. 1, 2, 3. Okay, done.
Okay, thank you.
Welcome.
June is asking question. June.
Yes, Dr. Fauzia, actually in our
Yes.
region, since we've been telling them that from April we'll have this MSP 2.0 getting started, but then we have noticed that our new RPs have not been receiving these emails. I'm wondering, is it because our mentors still assign them manually because this was not being conveyed previously to the mentor coordinators?
Yes, I think so. My apologies, our apologies. It's because MSP 2.0 was launched in the world only this year, and Malaysia is the first country in the world to actually launch it as a country. So in anything like this, because it involves GST and Malaysia, there are some hiccups going on, and we are rectifying it. So it'll take a little bit of time. So meanwhile, member mentors can support them lah, you know?
Thank you, Dr. Fauzia.
Yeah.
And Aaron
You should be
from
very
Victory.
proud, right? that we're the first country that to really go for it. And the content is really good.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
It's more comprehensive now. It's
yeah.
more comprehensive. Okay, Aaron, please.
Yeah, Dr. Fei.
Yep.
So actually I have question on this automated email lah. It's like just now you showing in your slide, actually for the members that actually they receive the content on the MSP, you do have a checklist of sign off, all that. So I wonder all that is it you based on the content you work out yourself in the Excel worksheet?
No, in the Excel worksheet, okay? As CMC lah. You just have to put that they week 1 they did take. You don't have to
Okay.
put what because it's standard, right? Every member mentor knows what they're going to do, and it's standard. So you just have to say yes, met. You know, the name and met. Let me
Actually, my question is on the automatic email, those content from the business builder. The one
yes,
that you have a sign off all that.
yes.
Not the member mentor part, the front part.
The front part, automated.
The front part that they automatically receive the 15 minutes presentation.
Yes. Oh,
Effective one,
they will
you
do
do
it.
have a sign off.
They will do it themselves in their business builder. You mean like, let me share slide again. Where do I share slide? Where is my share slide? Share. This one, right? Share.
While waiting for that,
You see it?
Cheryl,
Following the
One, right?
the
You're
yeah, the
talking
following
about-
slide,
you're
you
talking
do
about
have a
this,
sign
right?
off all that.
Yeah, the sign off, right? This.
All that is it working
they
out?
take it themselves.
We need to do it ourselves, right? On this.
Yeah, they don't have to sign off by mentor. When they tick it, it will jump.
But we won't have the standard format available anywhere, right? On this.
I don't understand what you mean by standard
No,
format.
the sign off, the table that actually sign off by member and sign off by mentee, action item list. Is it work out from Dr. Fate yourself? Work out
No,
the worksheet?
this screenshot. This is a screenshot from Business Builder.
From Business Builder.
Yes, when I did it, I did all to prepare this training. I did all, and I ran and I screenshot and I put for each one and put so that you guys understand. This is from Business Builder. So when you do Business Builder, when you actually do the MSP 2.0, you just tick done. And you can only tick once you actually done, done. And then you go to the next one, like that.
Okay.
No, I pandai do. No, I tak pandai one.
No.
This one, Business Builder pandai, not me.
But it seems that the content that I do it at the Business Builder is a different. Seem that only a place for us to say we have done the thing, but it's not in the table form lah.
Oh really?
Seem that it's different.
I got this. Never mind. I will check. Thank you, Aaron, for bringing it up. Looks like this weekend I have homework. I will redo the MSP.
Or maybe is it okay if let's say because Business Builder they do have a many item there, or maybe Dr. Fate can exactly.
I will find out. I will do it. I'll get back to you because I cannot answer you now. I don't, I can only answer you once I go into Business Builder and I will find out. Then I will get back to you and tell you.
Correct. Perhaps I have a suggestion. Is like the automatic email. I do not know why the email content they do not give us a direct link to the exactly program.
This is done from global.
Yeah. It seems that doesn't. We do not need the email. We just log into the Business Builder and search the MSP 2.0. That's it.
There must be a reason why, Aaron. But I will ask them to give feedback to GST. Yeah.
Yes, sure.
Which is what we do. We actually give feedback because this is always BNI is evolving, right? BNI is an amazing system. It's done for the whole world, not just Malaysia. So it is. There are reasons why it might. It's difficult for me to answer.
Yes, yes,
I
yes, yes.
will, thank you for bringing this up. Let me redo, I will redo everything, MSP 2.0, and I'll get back to you lah. But thank you for bringing this up, that it
Yes.
doesn't look different for you, huh? All right.
Okay, all right.
All right,
Any other
Dr. Fei,
questions?
new questions from Cheryl Givers. Can Menti go directly to BB and enroll for MSP 2.0 if they
Yes.
didn't receive the email? So
Yes.
the answer is yes, they can. If they don't receive the email, you can go and sign up
Go ahead.
in the builder.
Yeah, I
And
would. Mm.
second one, in the future, when they receive the email, will the system capture they have completed the task? I think the answer also yes, because
Yes.
if they completed in BB, it will remain
Yes.
completed. It will
Yes.
not be incomplete.
Yes.
Right. So
If any other questions, if you don't, it is now 12:16. This training was supposed to run to 12:30, but I think you can leave. Yes, you can leave, Eunice, because yeah, you can leave. We have finished the thing. Thank you so much for attending this passport mentoring. Please do encourage other people in your chapter to do it, especially your member mentors, and if you're going to be a personal mentor, because you will learn so much. Thank you. Do sign up for MA and do
okay.
do
Gilbert have questions.
yes,
Gilbert,
Gilbert.
great.
Sure. I think so. MSB 2.0, it'll be a new thing. Yeah. If you sign up for it, then you have to sign up for it, and then it will split into all the different presentations.
Yes, that's right.
Enroll, and then it will say week 1, and then there will be all the stuff which you have to do step by step. Any other questions, guys?
Yeah, Dr. Fei, Hadi Ong
Yes.
here.
Yes, Hadi.
Yeah, just to confirm, so means that the new member, since we don't do the pairing anymore, so the BNI Business Builder automatically being assigned by the HQ for them to receive the 8 email, right?
Yes, GST will do it.
GST will do it automatically. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Thank you. And yeah, lastly, you mentioned about the double MM, right? The 8-member mentor and 16-member mentor. I
Yeah.
believe that the RP just need to actually complete one of the mentor, right?
Yes,
You don't
yes. But
really
you give them an option to talk to anyone.
yeah, okay. But it's not necessary need to be meet
No,
up with all
you
of
don't
them,
have to do
right?
all 16.
Just
But you'll be
alternate.
surprised that they do.
Sorry.
Alternate, but they do.
Okay, okay. Understand.
Yeah.
By requirement, they just need to actually attend for 8. Yeah.
Yeah. 8.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay.
Oh, one more thing, Dr. Fei.
Yes.
The member handbook.
Yes.
I believe that you mentioned just now we are in the midst of updating it. Is it the latest printed copy already updated, or we still need to
It's
wait?
in the